Just think in your mind. It's point A to point B. You know, no one cares what type of vehicle you drive. No one cares. You know, it's a status symbol. Who cares? So guys, welcome back to the channel, Financial Freedom with Frank. Financial Freedom with Frank. Guys, I want to take this time to thank you for tuning into my channel once again. I really appreciate the support, helping me build my YouTube channel. Guys, today I want to talk to you guys about an interesting subject, car payments, car loans, etc., and why we keep digging ourselves a hole with car payments, guys. So guys, right now in 2022, collectively in the United States, we owe a combined over $1.5 trillion in car loans. $1.5 trillion in depreciating assets. That's exactly what a car payment is. It's a depreciating asset, guys. When you go out and buy a car, you go out and spend $30,000 for a car, pay it off 5, 6, 7 years, it's probably worth next to nothing. You get nothing for it, guys. But I'm gonna tell you guys why we keep doing this and what our mindset is behind this. So let me tell you guys about my experience with car payments and how much money it cost me in one particular truck. One truck, how much money this truck cost me. So when I was 30 years old, guys, I went and bought a 2002 Chevy Avalanche. And at the time, it was in 2005 when I bought it. I bought it in 2005, but the car was a 2002. And at the time, I had a 2004 Nissan Altima. So what I did was, had the Nissan Altima, traded the Nissan Altima in on the Chevy Avalanche, and I had negative equity in the Nissan Altima, which means the car was worth what I owed on the car was more than what the car was worth. So let's just say if I owed $6,000 on the car, but the car was only worth $3,000, that means $3,000 of negative equity for them paying off the loan went onto my new loan. So I don't remember that amount, it was a long time ago, but I know I rolled negative equity over into the truck. So guys, when it was all said and done, because my credit was bad, my credit was horrendous at that time. I probably had a credit score of like 560, 580, something like that. I don't remember, but I know it was horrible because my interest rate was 24%. I remember that much. So when it was all said and done, I think I owed like $30,000 on this truck. So that was when I was 30 years old, guys. Now I'm 50 years old. Let's just say the payment on that truck was $629 a month. $629 a month. That's a lot of money today. And it was a lot of money back then too, and it's still a lot of money today. Guys, if I would have taken that $629, I'm 50 years old now. So over the past 20 years, if I would have taken that $629 and just popped it into an S&P 500 index fund, which I have now, that fund with $629 a month would have made me almost $500,000 to this day. So that's why I say that truck was a $500,000 mistake. Because had I known better, back then, 20 years ago, I would have took that $629 and bought me an S&P 500 index fund and made $500,000. Right now, the historical average over the last 20 years for the S&P 500 index fund is roughly 9.5%. If I would have just got that average, 9.5% over the last 20 years compounded, I would have just about $500,000. That truck was a $500,000 mistake. So guys, I know everybody wants a nice vehicle. But my advice, at least save. I know everyone cannot pay cash for a new vehicle. I understand this. But guys, at least save up a nice chunk of change so you can put down a huge down payment so you can pay this sucker off early. Right now, you can finance a car for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. It is ridiculous. And the amount of interest you're going to pay on these vehicles is insane over the life of the car. I don't care if you have good credit or not. If you have good credit, you're still going to pay an insane amount of interest over the life of that loan. So guys, when you come to think about buying vehicles, just think in your mind. It's point A to point B. You know, no one cares what type of vehicle you drive. No one cares. You know, it's a status symbol. Who cares? You know, right now I have a 2014 Chevy Cruze as my daily driver. 2014 Chevy Cruze, that's my daily driver. And then I have a 2018 Chevy Camaro. Don't have a car payment on either one of those. And I don't plan on ever having a car payment ever again in my life, because it's a depreciating asset, guys. I'd rather invest my money into the stock market, put it into real estate, rather than put it into a depreciating asset like a car payment, guys, because that's what it is. A car is a depreciating asset. When it comes time to sell it, you get hardly nothing for it. So car loans have increased over the last decade by 59%, guys. The car loans just keep going up. You know, car loans account for over 9% of consumer debt right now. Over 9% of consumer debt is car loans. The average used car right now is over $26,000 with a payment over $500, guys. Can you imagine that? Right now, the average used car is over $26,000 and the payment over $500 a month. Right now, with inflation at a 40-year high and everything so expensive, having a car payment over $500 a month has to just be a killer for certain people. And I know households, guys, that have not one car payment, but 2 car payments. So if you're dishing out, got 2 car payments and you're paying $8,000, $9,000, $1,000 a month in car payments, you would never, an average person, unless you're already rich, would never build wealth and be financially free if you're carrying car payments, guys. You just won't happen. It just won't happen. I'm just sorry to tell you. So guys, right now, just do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. So guys, you know, think before you make a car purchase. You know, if my daily driver has 151,000 miles on it, and if I ever need to upgrade that car, I'm going to save the money. I'm going to go into my investments and I'm going to pull out the money, and that's going to buy my next car. You know, I'm not going to have a car payment. I have savings and I have investments. And I have savings and investments. So if I need to buy a car, I can go buy a car. Simple as that. I'm not going to take out a car loan. I'm not going to be paying money every month on a depreciating asset. Just not going to happen. Not going to do it, guys. I will buy a beater car before I give someone $500, $600, $700 a month for a car. I'm just not going to, just doesn't make financially, it just doesn't make financial sense to me. It just doesn't. That's just my opinion about car payments. Right now, the average new car is almost $38,000 with a payment of almost $700 a month, guys. That is insane. Again, you know, when you drive a car off the lot, you already lose 10 to 20% of value soon as those tires hit the public road. Soon as you drive off that lot, you already lost 10, 15, 20% value already. As soon as you drive it off the lot. It's just not worth the investment, guys. 85% of new and used vehicles are financed. Just about 80% of them. Only a few people actually pay cash for their vehicles. I happen to be one of those few. And I don't, you know, guys, you know, I'm just to tell you something, I'm not rich. I just save my money. You know, I'm on my way to being financially independent. I'm on my way because I save and I invest. I invest when the market's up. I invest when the market's down, and I invest consistently. So I'm on my way to financial independence, but I'm not there yet. But that's why I would never, ever waste my money on a depreciating asset. I just won't do it because I'd rather put my money to where it's going to make me money. 5% of all car loans are delinquent, guys. 5% of all car loans are delinquent. It means individuals have been late, been repoed, things of that nature. Right now, you can go up to 84 months on a car payment. 84 months. And they like to put it in terms like that, guys, because it don't seem that long when you think about it. Oh, you can finance this for 84 months. But 84 months is 7 years. Because they say 7 years, it's like, man, that's a long time. So the salesman say, well, you can do it. You can do this payment. It'll only be for 84 months. 84 months don't sound long. 7 years sounds hella long. But again, that's how they mess with your mind to try to make you think, oh, this isn't a long time. 84 months is 7 years, guys. 7 years. Just think, paying on a car for 7 years? That is crazy. I just can imagine doing that. No way. Most car loan delinquencies come from people under 30 years old. And I think the reason that is, in my opinion, is because people are just getting started in life, just getting themselves settled, just getting into their careers, or they're bouncing around, just getting out of college and things of that nature. So, things happen. So they go delinquent. And it usually happens to people that's under 30 years old. And banks hold the biggest market share for giving car loans. Banks hold the biggest market share, about 35% market share for giving car loans out, because they know people are going to take out loans and they're going to make money off car loans. Behind credit card debt, car loan debt is one of the worst debts that you can possibly have, because car loans, if you got bad credit, you can have an interest rate of 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 26%. If you go to some of these side predatory car loan places, some of these people even charge up to 30%. I think they just prey on people with bad credit. And that just irks my nerves when I see people having to go to these places to get a car, and these places take advantage of them with the interest rates. It's ridiculous. So, like I said, my experience with a car payment, I actually paid that truck off. It was a monster, $629 for 6 years. It was a monster, but I paid that truck off. But that truck cost me, I say, over $500,000. And I say that because if I had paid that truck off, I'll take that back. If I had not have bought that truck and I had paid that $629 every single month into an S&P 500 index fund and just got the average return of 9.5%, I would have made over $500,000. That's why I say that truck payment cost me $500,000, guys. So guys, I really want you to think about, your next car purchase. Think about saving a great down payment and putting down half the amount of money on that car. So if you're going to go out and buy a $25,000 car, plan on putting down 10, 12 grand so you can pay it off fast. 15 grand, save the money up so you can pay it off fast. Because if you carry a car note, it's going to financially hinder you for as long as you have that car payment. I got an uncle right now who has bad credit. Right now, he has a 2013 Ford F-150. A 2013, he is paying $650 a month for this truck. And guess what? He is struggling because of that truck payment. He doesn't have much money because of that truck payment. He can't do anything else because of that truck payment. Once he pays all of his bills for the month, he is broke. And his biggest bill, besides his rent, is his truck payment of $650 a month, guys. And because of that truck payment, he cannot do anything else. And this is the position a lot of Americans are in because of car payments. Guys, got to watch these car payments. Make better financial decisions when it comes to car notes. Make better financial decisions, guys. So that's my rant on car payments, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning into my video today. I really appreciate the support. Remember to like the video, share the video, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate the support, helping me build my YouTube channel, guys. Guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. So guys, make good financial decisions. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Till the next video, take care.